Ever wondered who is the man behind the name Dan Lok? A name that resonates in the world of entrepreneurship, business mentoring, and public speaking. A name synonymous with success, wealth creation, and high-ticket sales. But who exactly is Dan Lok? Born in Hong Kong and raised in Canada, Dan Lok's journey to success was anything but ordinary. His entrepreneurial spirit sparked at a tender age of 16 when he dipped his toes into the business world. From selling watches to starting and selling multiple businesses, Lok's business acumen developed and honed over the years. His early foray into the world of commerce was just a glimpse of the magnate he would become. Dan Lok today is a celebrated entrepreneur with a commendable portfolio. He's an expert in high-ticket sales, a marketing maestro, and a creator of wealth. But what sets him apart is not just his success, but his ability to mentor and coach others to achieve the same. Lok's influence extends beyond his business ventures. He has positioned himself as a mentor and coach, particularly in the field of high-income skills and closing high-ticket sales. His insights and guidance have paved the way for many to find their path in the entrepreneurial world. His teachings focus on the importance of embracing adversity, igniting inner fire, and the power of self-image, among others. Dan Lok's journey is a testament to his belief in the power of persistence and the ability to learn from mistakes. His story is one of resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief in one's potential. His success is not an overnight phenomenon but a result of years of hard work, learning, and continuous growth. So the next time you hear the name Dan Lok, remember, it's not just about a successful entrepreneur. It's about a man who believed in his dreams, embraced adversity, and paved the way for others to do the same. Now that you know who Dan Lok is, let's delve into his philosophy. Chapter 1. Embrace adversity. How do you react to adversity? Do you see it as an obstacle or an opportunity? It's a question Dan Lok, a renowned entrepreneur and business mentor, often asks. His belief in the power of adversity is not only inspiring but also transformative. Lok sees adversity not as a stumbling block, but as a stepping stone towards success. He champions the idea that our errors and missteps are not setbacks, but rather valuable lessons that guide us towards our goals. It's these lessons that shape us, that mold us into the resilient and determined individuals we aspire to be. Imagine if we could harness the power of our failures and use them as a driving force towards success. Lok posits that we can. He believes that our pain, our struggles, can be potent motivators. They can fuel our determination, our resolve, and push us to strive for more, to become stronger versions of ourselves. But how do we do this? How do we transform our adversity into an advantage? The answer lies in our approach. If we continue to do the same thing, expecting different results, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, we need to embrace change, to adapt and evolve, to learn and grow from our experiences. Investing in ourselves is key. It's about understanding that the path to a fulfilling life often involves facing challenges head-on. It's about realizing that adversity is not something to fear, but something to welcome, for it brings with it the opportunity for growth and self-improvement. So, the next time you face adversity, remember the wisdom of Dan Lok. Remember that your failures are not the end, but the beginning of a journey towards success. Remember that your pain can be the catalyst that drives you to achieve your goals. And most importantly, remember that if you don't change your approach, your results will remain the same. Did someone ever tell you to lower your standards, to aim for mediocrity? This is what society told Dan Lok as a child, yet he refused to let the world limit his potential. Instead, he sparked his inner fire, a fire that propelled him to achieve his dreams. Let's take a step back. As a child, we're all born with a natural fire, a fierce ambition that pushes us to explore, to dream, and to aim high. But along the way, society often sprinkles water on this fire. We're told to be realistic, to settle for less, to aim for mediocrity. This dampening can snuff out the flame within us, leaving only embers behind. But not for Dan Lok. He chose to fan those embers back into a roaring blaze. He refused to let society dictate his potential. Instead, he nurtured his inner fire, using it as a driving force to reach his goals. The fear of acting, the fear of failure, these are barriers that many of us face. But Dan Lok chose to act despite the fear. He understood that to be successful, one must dare to be different. To rise above the average, one must be ready to step out of the comfort zone. In his journey, Dan Lok didn't just defy societal norms, he defied his own fears. He didn't just ignite his inner fire, he kept it burning brightly. He didn't just dream of success, he pursued it relentlessly. And in doing so, he became a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. So what does this mean for us? It means that we too can ignite our inner fire. We too can refuse to let others limit our potential. We too can act despite our fears. We too can choose to be different, to not settle for mediocrity, to strive for success. Remember, the journey to success isn't easy. It's a path filled with challenges and obstacles, but it's also a path filled with opportunities and rewards. So, ignite your inner fire. Let it drive you forward. Let it guide you toward your dreams. Don't settle for average. Fight for a better life. Chapter 3: The Power of Self-Image. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Dan Lok, a successful entrepreneur and mentor, firmly believes in the power of self-image. He suggests that the perception we have of ourselves significantly impacts our lives. But what exactly is self-image? It's the mental picture we have of ourselves. A picture often painted by external influences such as societal expectations, personal relationships, and our career standings. However, Locke argues that these external factors are not where change begins. Transformation starts within us, with our self-image. Now you might wonder, why is self-image so crucial? It's because our self-image is the compass that guides our actions and decisions. We act in ways that align with the image we have of ourselves. If we perceive ourselves as strong, capable, and successful, we are more likely to take actions that reflect this belief. But here's the catch. Most of us are comfortable with our current self-image, even if it's not empowering. We stick to what's familiar, what's comfortable. For instance, when it's cold outside and we need warmth, we instinctively fight to make ourselves comfortable. But when it comes to achieving success, we often lower our expectations to avoid discomfort or the fear of failure. Locke emphasizes that this is where we need to challenge ourselves. He urges us to step out of our comfort zones and push our self-image boundaries. He believes that to achieve significant goals, we must first see ourselves as capable of reaching them. It's not about being unrealistic, it's about being ambitious and believing in our potential. So, the next time you look in the mirror, challenge yourself. See a person who is capable of achieving great things. Don't let your current self-image restrict your potential. Instead, use it as a launching pad to soar to new heights. As Locke often says, you are more than you think you are, so think big, believe in yourself, and let your self-image be a powerful tool in your journey towards success. Remember, your self-image is what you live with every day. Make it empowering. Chapter 4: Consistency with Beliefs. What do you believe about yourself? This is a question that Dan Lok, the successful entrepreneur and mentor, has posed countless times. He believes that our deepest held convictions about ourselves have the power to shape our lives. This is because the strongest force in our personality is the need to remain consistent with our beliefs. Let's explore this idea. According to Locke, our beliefs are essentially the roadmap that guides our actions. If we believe we are capable, talented, and deserving, we are more likely to take the steps necessary to achieve our goals. On the other hand, if we believe we are limited, inadequate, or unworthy, we might find ourselves stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage and stagnation. But here's the kicker. Our beliefs are not always accurate reflections of reality. They are often formed by past experiences, societal conditioning, or internalized messages from others. And yet, they hold such sway over us that we tend to shape our realities to fit these beliefs, rather than the other way around. This is why Locke emphasizes the importance of having empowering beliefs about oneself. He encourages us to challenge and reframe any limiting beliefs we might hold. Instead of seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance, we can choose to see ourselves as creators of our own destinies. Instead of doubting our abilities, we can choose to believe in our potential for growth and change. But remember, changing our beliefs is not a one-time event. It's a process that requires awareness, intentionality, and consistency. It requires us to continually reinforce these empowering beliefs through our thoughts, words, and actions. It requires us to align our actions with our beliefs, even when it's uncomfortable or challenging. In the end, our beliefs about ourselves either propel us forward or hold us back. They either open doors or build walls. They either fuel our dreams or feed our fears. So it's crucial to choose our beliefs wisely, for they shape our lives in ways we might not even realize. Your beliefs shape your life. Choose them wisely. Chapter 5: Discipline and Perception. Ever started a diet or joined a gym? Did you stick with it? Let's delve into this thought as we traverse the realm of discipline and perception, guided by the wisdom of Dan Lok. Imagine you're embarking on a fitness journey. It isn't the act of starving yourself or the grueling workouts that make you lose weight. Instead, it's your belief in the process, your perception that these actions will bring about change that fuels the transformation. Our actions, our decisions, our entire life trajectory is fundamentally shaped by our perception and beliefs about ourselves. You see, we don't just live in the world, we live in the world as we perceive it, and that perception is a powerful tool, one that can either build us up or break us down. Discipline, then, is the bridge between your goals and their accomplishment. It's the steady hand that holds the compass of your life, guiding you towards your true north. It's the silent affirmation that whispers, "Yes, I can, and I will." It's the commitment to the process, the dedication to the journey, the unwavering belief in yourself. But remember, discipline is not just about rigidly adhering to a routine. It's about cultivating a mindset, a perspective that empowers you to reach for your dreams, to strive for excellence, to become the best version of yourself. Perception is powerful. Make it work for you. Chapter 6. Conclusion. We've covered a lot today, haven't we? From embracing adversity to igniting that inner fire, we've delved into the inspiring philosophy of Dan Lok. We've learned how powerful self-image can be, how our beliefs shape us, and how discipline and perception play a role in our journey to success. All these insights from Dan Lok's life can serve as a blueprint for our own paths. Let me know in the comments which successful person you would like to know more about and subscribe for more. Before we wrap up, remember, this journey to success is yours. You've got the tools now. It's time to put them into action. And if you're looking for more inspiration, more insights, more stories that ignite your inner fire, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on the chance to learn from the journeys of other successful individuals. So go ahead, click that button and join us on this path of discovery and growth. Until next time, keep embracing adversity, keep stoking that inner fire, and remember, you are the author of your own story.